to Brampton in Canada, where the Triveni Community Centre has cancelled its planned life certificate event by the Indian Consulate, initially set for November 17, 2024. It has cited safety concerns over potential violent protests. Now, the event aimed to help Indian citizens in Canada renew essential life documents. The Triveni Community Centre has urged the Peel Police to address threats targeting the Brampton Triveni Mandir and has called for security assurances to protect the Canadian Hindu community and the public. Now, this cancellation of events at the community centre follows a violent disruption by Khalistani separatists and terrorists on the 3rd of November at the Hindu Sabha temple in Brampton. With us on the broadcast to discuss more is Mr. Arvind Tejawat, international affairs expert, as well as Professor Madhav Nalapat, editorial director of the Sunday Guardian. I'd like to go across first to Mr. Tejawat, who's joining us live on the broadcast. We've seen the attack that had taken place at the Hindu Sabha Mandir back on the 3rd of November. The Khalistani goons beat up the Hindu Sabha Mandir attendees over there, and now of course this has created some sort of fear. It has induced fear in other Hindus in and around the area, which has caused the Triveni Community Centre to now cancel its events. Why do you think the Justin Trudeau administration is not cracking down against the Khalistani? What are his vested interests?
I agree with you to some extent. And India and Canada is going through its worst phase in their international relations. So India has already since withdrawn the High Commissioner service. Sanjay Kumar Verma was there, and at the moment there is a councillor only. And Triveni Temple administration called councillor to attend the program. But since the local the intelligence service informed the temple administration that there is a threat and the councillor might be attacked. So now you see the hypocrisy and the hypocritical the approach of the Canadian government, the present Canadian, the Justin Trudeau-led Canadian government, that at the end, in other hand, actually, where the Justin Trudeau is saying that the India is not handing over and is not cooperating what the police is doing in terms of that murder of that Khalistani extremist. So here you see, at one hand, the Canadian government is saying that okay, the Indian government is not.
All right, so it seems that we've lost your connection over there. You are not audible to us at the moment. We'll try to get that connection sorted out. But of course, Khalistani terror raging in Brampton. Those visuals that you can see over there are of the attack that had taken place in Brampton on the 3rd of November. You can see the sheer violence that has taken place back then. Hindus who had peacefully gathered at the Hindu Sabha Mandir were attacked by these Khalistani goons. They brandished their flags, they attacked with rods as well, and the Peel police as well was involved in this. One of their police officers has been suspended as far as this matter is concerned, but somehow the local mayor ended up berating the Hindu priest of the temple for coming out and condemning this attack. The Hindu priest was then later removed by the temple authorities as well. You can of course see what this has now led to. This has induced fear in Hindus in Canada, who are now asking the administration, the Trudeau-led administration, why is it not ensuring the dignity of Hindu Canadians who've been residing over there as well? The Triveni Community Centre has now cancelled its events. With us on the broadcast is Professor Madhav Nalapat, Editorial Director of the Sunday Guardian. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on Newsx. What do you make of the fresh move by Triveni Community Centre? It is quite a concerning development. First up, we'd seen the fact that the attack had taken place at the Hindu Sabha Mandir. Then the Indian consulate had come out and said that it's cancelling all of its events, and now another community centre in Brampton, a Hindu community centre in Brampton, has cancelled its events on November 17th. Incidentally, Gurpatwant Pannu, Khalistani terrorist, has issued threats as well for those particular days.
Well, I'd like to point out that the rule of law no longer prevails in Canada because of the Justin Trudeau's administration's policies. It is now the rule of the outlaw. Panun is an outlaw. He has indulged in activities that promote violence and terror. So the man can justifiably be called an outlaw. And quite frankly, there are many such Panuns in Canada living safely and collecting money safely, making money even through illicit drugs and various other completely nefarious activities such as smuggling. Fentanyl, for example, fentanyl smuggling, and we all know where fentanyl comes from. It comes from China. It's a major activity in Canada, and Canada has become a source of deep insecurity for the United States of America, except the Biden administration doesn't seem to be paying too much attention for this. The reality of the situation is, this is absolutely unacceptable, and the fact that temples are being attacked, the fact that consular officials are being attacked, the fact that it's no longer safe to conduct community festivals, shows that Canada is no longer a multi-religious society. That is a society that is very intolerant towards certain religions. And this clearly demonstrates that. The Justin Trudeau government, I'm sorry to say, is not tolerant towards certain religions. It is adopting a very biased policy against certain religions, principally Hinduism, and going the way of Pakistan and Bangladesh. So, quite frankly, this is a shocking development, and it's one more milestone in the Trudeau government's dismantling of the rule of law in Canada, and frankly, setting in place the rule of the outlaw, those who favor violence, terrorism, intimidation, and who are unfortunately succeeding in their mission. I hope this is a wake-up call to governments in the United States, even the existing Biden administration that seems to be paying very little attention to this. I'm sure the incoming Trump administration will take this very, very seriously. Australia, the United Kingdom, these countries also need to step up. The fact of the matter is that all these countries need to step up, because the same kind of activity is taking place there. Canada, it has gone a little further than these other countries, but if they don't take action, then they will go the way of Canada, and including the mass import of fentanyl and other narcotic substances, basically the spread of narcotics among the population, the huge prevalence of smuggling and illegal money transactions, all that's happening in Canada. Canada is frankly a lesson for Australia, the UK and the US, and they are heading in the same route as of now, and I think it's very important for Biden to wake up, it's very important for Keir Starmer to wake up, and it's very important for Anthony Albanese to wake up. Otherwise, they're going to become what Canada is today, a complete mess in which the rule of law has been replaced by the rule of the outlaw.
For more such videos, subscribe to the Newsx YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.